Alright guys, welcome back. So today we're going over chapter 7 part 1. This is direct objects. So the direct object is what a verb is talking about. So if I have a sentence in English, if I have a sentence that says Anna is preparing dinner. So Anna is my noun. That's who's doing the preparing. Preparing is my verb. That's what's happening, right? That's the action. It's my verb. So what is she preparing is what you need to be asking for the direct object. And what she's preparing is dinner. So dinner is my direct object. Pretty simple in English. So let's try another one. If I say they can't hear the waiter. So they is my noun. That's who we're talking about, right? What is my verb is hear, because they can't hear. That's the action that's failing to happen because of the verb, or I'm sorry, because of can't, but that's irrelevant. And what can't they hear is the waiter. The waiter is my direct object. So it's really that simple. It's not complicated at all. So now let's try it in Spanish. If I say, Ana prepara la cena. Here, Ana is my noun. Prepara, to prepare, is my verb. And what is she preparing? La cena. This is my direct object. So you have direct object pronouns. These direct object pronouns can substitute your direct object. So, for example, you have me, te, lo, la, nos, los, las. So, in this sentence, in this Ana prepara la cena, I can substitute la cena because it's about a third, like this is he, she, it. So la cena falls into it. So what I can do is rewrite my sentence and say Ana, la, which is my direct object pronoun, prepara. And that this is assuming you know that I'm talking about the direct object. So, let's try another sentence. Let's try no tenemos dinero. What does this mean? We don't have money, which is okay. So, tenemos means to have, and that's my verb. This is my verb. And what don't we have? Dinero. This is my direct object. Now, dinero is also an it, a thing, right? So you figure out which one it fits, lo or la. Since dinero is masculine because it ends in an O, we would say lo. So we can rewrite that sentence to say no lo tenemos. Lo being my direct object pronoun, tenemos being my verb, and no being added because we don't have it. Does this make sense? So let's try something that you can try on your own, and then we will see how you do. I'm going to leave this up here. So let's try no veo a Betty. Aquí. This means I don't see Betty here. So my verb is to see. This is my verb. What am I not seeing is Betty. This is my direct object. So then how would I rewrite this sentence? It would be no la, because Betty, it's a she and it's feminine. Betty is a feminine person. La veo. So the placement of the direct object pronoun, the placement of the direct object pronoun all matters, and it goes before the verb. I don't know why it keeps on doing that. It matters because of where it is talking. The person, I'm so sorry. Where the verb is located, that's where you can find the direct object pronoun. So if we try a different one, let's say, necesitamos el coche de mis padres. So this is, we need the car for my parents. Necesitamos is my verb, which means to need. It's my verb. What do we need? It's el coche. This is my direct object. So we can say lo necesitamos. Does this make sense? It just basically shortens sentences as long as you know what you're talking about. Now, a trick here to add or to think about is the personal A, la A personal. So the personal A immediately precedes the direct object of a sentence when the direct object refers to a specific person or persons. This is why it's called the personal A. So for example, I can say, vamos a visitar a nuestros abuelos. This a is the personal A that it talks about because we're going to visit people. Abuelos is actual people. Now, if I say, vamos a visitar la casa de mis abuelos, there is no personal A because what we're visiting is the house. It belongs to my grandparents, but we're visiting the house. So because this is an object, it doesn't require the personal A that the book talks about. So let's try a different sentence. How about Carlos y María necesitan a sus padres. So, Carlos y María necesitan a sus padres. This is that personal A that's included. And the thing is that when you think about the personal A, don't try to translate it to English because there's no translation. There's no equal sentence that you can use or equal word that conveys the same meaning simply because you don't have it in English. So, Carlos y María necesitan a sus padres. So now let's break it down with the direct object. Necesitan is my verb. That's what they need. What do they need? Their parents. So this is my direct object. So how can I change sus padres to here, a direct object pronoun? Sus padres would be los. Because padres is, even though it talks about a mother and a father, whenever you group people or things together and there's at least one masculine, you go with the masculine. So then my sentence here would be Carlos y María los necesitan. This is my verb right here. And my direct object, it's right here. Again, before the verb. Okay, so let's go ahead and stop right here. If you have any questions, please make sure to email me. And we'll see you on the next one.